She had waited 7 years for this moment. 7 years of driving 3 hours every Saturday to Red Valley Correctional Facility in Louisiana. 7 years of believing in a man the world had condemned. But on June 3, 2022, when Elena Hale reached across that cold metal table to touch her husband's hand, he whispered words that made her blood run cold. "Don't touch me. Please, Elena. Whatever you do, don't touch me." She thought it was shame. She thought prison had finally broken him. But the truth was far darker. Marcus wasn't trying to hurt her. He was trying to save her life. And when she smiled and placed her hand on his wrist anyway, the next 60 seconds would end with her body on the floor and a husband's scream that echoed through every cell block in that prison. Before we dive deeper, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. And if you're new here, click on the subscribe button so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Marcus Hale, 38, had been in Red Valley Prison for 7 years. Before prison, he was a mechanic, a husband, a man who went to church on Sundays. His wife, Elena, 35, still wore her wedding ring, still believed he was innocent. Every Saturday she drove down Highway 61 with his favorite snacks and a Bible. She never missed a visit, not once. But over the last few months, Marcus had changed. He used to smile when he saw her. Now he barely looked up. He used to hold her hand across the table. Now he kept his hands in his lap, jaw clenched, knuckles white. The guards noticed it too. Officer Raymond Cole, a 20-year veteran, told his supervisor, "That man is scared of something, and it ain't us." What Marcus was scared of wasn't in any report. It was something that had been growing inside the prison walls for months, invisible to everyone except the men who lived in the shadows. And Marcus Hale was caught right in the middle of it. 8 years earlier, Marcus and Elena met at a church barbecue in Shreveport. She taught Sunday school. He fixed the pastor's truck in the parking lot. They married 6 months later under an oak tree. Marcus worked at a local auto shop. Elena worked at an elementary school. They were building a normal, beautiful life. But Marcus's boss, Tommy Reeves, got involved with drug dealers and loan sharks. One night in November 2014, Tommy was found dead in the back office, a bullet in his chest, and $30,000 missing. The police came for Marcus the next morning. His fingerprints were on the safe. Witnesses said they saw him leaving late that night. His lawyer gave him a choice: 15 years if he pleaded guilty, or life if he went to trial and lost. Marcus took the deal, not because he was guilty, but because someone he cared about was, and they'd begged him to take the fall. Elena never knew who. He just kissed her forehead and said, "I'll be home before you know it." But prison doesn't care about promises. The first year was hell. Marcus was jumped twice. He learned that survival meant alliances. The only alliance that mattered was with a group called the Brotherhood. They ran the contraband trade, the protection, the drugs. When 3 men cornered Marcus with shanks, he didn't have a choice. He worked for them. Small jobs at first, then darker ones. Elena had no idea. Every visit, he smiled. Every letter, he wrote about hope. But inside, Marcus was drowning. The visits grew colder. Marcus would stare at the table instead of her eyes. He'd pull away when she reached for his hand. One Saturday in April, he barely spoke. Elena whispered, "Baby, what's going on?" Marcus shook his head. "Nothing. Drop it." "Don't lie to me. I know you." His jaw tightened. "I said drop it." She'd never heard him snap like that. Tears welled in her eyes. "I'm your wife. Whatever this is, we face it together." Marcus finally looked at her, and she saw real fear in his eyes. "You don't understand. There are things happening here I can't control." "Then tell someone. Tell the warden." "No, you can't tell anyone. Not the warden, not a lawyer, not your mother, no one." She came anyway, every week. Each time Marcus grew more desperate. Then came late May. Marcus sat down, hands trembling, and grabbed her wrist. Not hard, but urgent. "Next time you come here, promise me something." "What?" "Don't touch me." Elena blinked. What are you talking about? I mean it. Don't touch me. Don't hold my hand. Don't hug me. Promise me. She pulled back, heart pounding. Marcus, what is going on? He looked away. Just promise me. No, not until you tell me why. He closed his eyes. When he opened them, they were wet with tears. Because if you touch me again, they'll kill you. June 3rd, 2022. Elena woke up early, made coffee, packed his favorite snacks, and picked out a dress he liked. She had no idea this would be the last time. When Marcus walked in, he looked terrible, thinner, dark circles, hands shaking. Hey, baby, she said softly. Marcus didn't smile. You shouldn't have come. I always come. Not today, not anymore. She reached across the table. Marcus, look at me. He looked up, tears streaming. Don't touch me, please. Whatever you do, don't touch me. She froze. Why? Because I love you, and if you touch me, you'll die. She searched his eyes and saw only terror. Marcus, you're scaring me. Good, be scared. Get up and walk out and never come back. But Elena Hale didn't walk away. She never had. She reached out and placed her hand on his. I'm not going anywhere. Marcus screamed. No. But it was too late. There was a sharp crack, like glass breaking. Elena gasped, staring at a tiny cut on her palm. She looked up, confused. Then her vision blurred. Her legs buckled. Her body hit the floor. Guards rushed in. Marcus slammed his hands against the table, screaming her name. Elena! No, no, no! Officer Cole wrestled him to the ground, but Marcus kept screaming, kept reaching for her. By the time medics arrived, Elena Hale was already gone. The autopsy revealed cyanide poisoning, absorbed through skin contact. A glass capsule had been embedded beneath Marcus's wrist tattoo by a corrupt prison nurse. When pressure was applied, it shattered, releasing poison into Elena's bloodstream. Death was instant. Marcus told investigators everything. 17 people were arrested, guards, inmates, a deputy warden. The charges against Marcus were reopened. New evidence proved he was innocent. He was exonerated, released, free. But freedom meant nothing without her. They say love can survive anything. But in the case of Marcus and Elena Hale, love became the weapon that destroyed them both. He warned her not to touch him. He begged her. But she reached out anyway, because that's what love does. It reaches, even when it kills. Marcus lives in Tennessee now. Every Saturday he drives 3 hours to a cemetery in Louisiana. He sits by her headstone for hours, talking to her like she's still listening, apologizing for things he couldn't control. What do you think? Was Marcus guilty, or was he a victim? Could he have done anything differently? Tell us in the comments. If this story moved you, hit like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And remember, sometimes the most dangerous thing in the world isn't hate, it's love when it's used as a weapon.